I thank you all for coming, and even though this weather's terrible, I'm glad you all could make it. I'd like to have you please rise. We have the Worth American Legion Post 991. Please present colors.
Halt. Left base. Present. Arm.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Gentlemen, retire colors.
Right face. Forward arms. Forward march. Left. 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 Left.
Please remain standing. Chaplain.
Father of us all, in the depth of our silent reverence, we realize the truth of the inspired words, I am the resurrection and the life. He that believeth in me, though he were dead, yet shall he live. As comrade after comrade departs, we march on with our ranks growing thinner. Help us be faithful unto thee and to one another. Look in mercy on the widows and children of our departed comrades. We beseech thee, and with thine own tenderness, counsel and comfort those who are bereaved. Heavenly Father, bless our country with freedom, peace, and righteousness. Through thy favor, may we meet at last forever, thy throne in heaven. We praise the great name forever and ever. Amen.
Thank you. I'd like to have Mayor Strauss now come up and read the city's proclamation.
Sit down, why don't you? I'd like to thank everyone for being here this morning. We were fortunate to kind of move this around a little bit and stay out of the rain, but I want to let you know that we, this morning, we did put a wreath at our newly remodeled memorial over at Memorial Park. So if you have some time in the next couple of days, stop by, take a look at it. We put some new landscaping in there and updated it as far as the troops that have lost their lives, actually, or have in the various wars over the last number of years. But first of all, I'd like to thank everyone who has served, and also thank those who may not have served, but had people who served in their families. I mean, it's a hard thing to sit home and wait for what's the unknown, what's going on when someone's not at home and so overseas, and what may be happening. So again, thank you all for joining us today, and let me read our city proclamation regarding Veterans Day. Whereas Veterans Day, November 11th, 2021, has been designated as a day of honor for the millions of American men and women who have answered the call to duty in defending the hard-won freedoms we enjoy today. And whereas on this day we recognize and remember the unselfish acts and service of those in those wars and military actions. For many, that sacrifice ended in permanent disability or death. Yet their spirit remains continued preservation of our freedoms and the promise that our liberty established is an example for all the oppressed people of our world. And whereas we owe a great debt to those who have served in the defense of this nation, and we are eternally grateful. We hold every American who has answered the call to arms in our thoughts and take time to honor the sacrifices they have made. Now, therefore, I, Robert Strauss, the mayor of the city of Palos Heights, do hereby ask all residents of the city of Palos Heights to join in the observance of Veterans Day on this November 11th, 2021. Let us commemorate and honor those who served our country and give gratitude to all the members of the armed services in our country. Sealed this day, the second day of November 2021. So again, enjoy your day. If you get a chance, stop by the Memorial and Community Park. right by, in the front end of off 83 there. I think you'll enjoy it, but most of all, this day is to remember those who have served. Sometimes they don't get the recognition. We were talking earlier, you know, some of the services that they may not get. So I think it's important, you know, if you know of anybody, especially now when we don't have these groups of veterans groups as we used to have in the old days, where they would meet in a VFW or a American Legion. In many cases, those don't exist. So veterans needing help may not have know where to go, okay? So the Veterans Commission is there in our town, and also you've got the Veterans Administration. So I think that, you know, you deserve the services that are there for you. You put the time in, you know, you made the sacrifices, so please take advantage of it. And if I can ever be of any help, maybe as a referral to somebody else, you know, get you in the right direction, let me know. So thank you very much for your time.
Thank you, Mayor. A little bit about Veterans Day. It wasn't always called World War I. You have to have a 2 in order to qualify as a 1. It was called the Great War and the War to End All Wars. The Great War ended in a French railroad car, a cessation of hostilities or armistice, and 6 hours later the guns fell silent intentionally. That occurred on the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month. A haunting poem by a Canadian in Flanders fields mentions poppies growing between the dead, row on row, hence the remembrance poppy that we see at this time of year around Veterans Day. In 1955, we incorporated Armistice Day into Veterans Day, meaning to honor all of our veterans. My dad was a veteran, I am a veteran, as is my son, a Navy lieutenant. To my way of thinking, Armistice Day was meant to pay homage to those in World War I. The row upon row in Flanders fields, Veterans Day is perhaps more appropriately a celebration of those who served and those who still man the battle stations and who train and remain ready to defend us at home. Yesterday, we celebrated the Marine Corps birthday. Our Marines, please stand. And always count on a Marine. Today, we tip our hats to all of our servicemen and women, brothers, sisters, daughters, sons, moms and dads, friends and relatives, patriots all. They deserve our thanks. Thank you. Will you please rise? We're playing at taps. I'd like to thank you all for coming today. I know it was a little nasty out, and I'm glad you guys all took the time to pay homage to us for our service and for those who have left us. The Palos Heights Library is having coffee, and you guys are all welcome to go over there and enjoy that. They do this for us every year. It's a nice time. Get out there, talk to your neighbors. All right, thank you all for coming.
I just wanted to start first let me introduce myself. My name is Matt Fairbanks. I am the Director of Parks and Recreation here at the City of Palos Heights. I want to thank all the vets and all the guests for coming today to our Veterans Day breakfast here at the Recreation Center in the City of Palos Heights. First off, wanted to just acknowledge a few people that are in the house tonight. Senator Bill Cunningham is here with us. We have all of our aldermen also here tonight. And then I would also like to introduce Mayor Bob Strauss, say a few words for us as well. Thank you.
Thanks, Matt. Thank you, Senator Cunningham, for coming out this morning, supporting our local veterans, and good turnout today. Just as a little bit of housekeeping, tomorrow obviously is Veterans Day, and we plan on having a program. Due to the weather, we are not going to have the program over at the memorial. It's going to be here. So if you are planning on coming, please come here at 11 o'clock, obviously 11th day, 11th month, 11th hour. We'll have it here. Tell your friends. We'd like to get a big crowd if we could, but we're going to, just because there's like 95 to 100% chance of rain tomorrow, so rather than go over there, just we'll have everybody here. So, but thanks for joining us this morning. I want to thank all of you who served, and all of you who waited for those who served. I mean, it was a hard time back in the days, and we appreciate all your efforts and what you did for our country, and this is just a little something we can do to make it up to you.
Did you ask if there's any World War II veterans here?
Are there any World War II veterans here? Unfortunately, those are getting far between. My father died, or my father was in World War II in the South Pacific, and I went through a time where the VFWs were everywhere. Every corner had a VFW. My father was the commander of the VFW in Park Ridge, was at one time was the largest in the United States, and unfortunately last time I was up in my old neighborhood up there, I saw that it was closed and sold. So we don't have the get-together time for the veterans as we used to in the old days, but this is an attempt to do that. Enjoy your breakfast. It's here for you guys, and if you ever need anything from us in the city, we're here for you, and I'm sure also Jack Clifford, one of our aldermen, has got a little drawing going on here. He wants to communicate that to you. But again, thank you so much for your efforts. Thank you for what you did for our country, and just enjoy your breakfast and just have a good time. Thank you.
Hoorah! Good morning, everyone. Thank you for your service to all our veterans throughout the time. Myself, I served in the Marine Corps in 1967. Alderman McGovern wishes to express his well-being to you. He's on an anniversary cruise. They went to Hawaii today, so Jerry would be with us. He's a Purple Heart recipient.
Good morning, everyone. Rick Pickren here. So nice to be with you again. To honor our veterans, I have a program of patriotic songs called The Stars and Stripes, and a patriotic program certainly should begin with our national anthem. Please join me. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? In 1903, a songwriter by the name of George M. Cohan had a meeting with a veteran, and the veteran was a veteran of the Civil War. He had with him a tattered old American flag, and George asked him about the flag, and the old vet said, "She's a grand old flag. She was worth fighting for." Well, it didn't take George long to sit down and write, "You're a grand old flag." And I'm going to perform that in a mini medley with the other patriotic song that George is known for. You're a grand old flag, you're a high-flying flag, and forever emblem of the land I love, the home of the free and the brave. Every heart beats true for the red, white, and blue, and with never a boast or brag. Yet should old acquaintance be forgot, keep your eye on the old grand flag. I'm a Yankee Doodle dandy, a Yankee Doodle do or die, a real life cousin to my Uncle Sam, born on the 4th of July. I've got a Yankee Doodle sweetheart, she's my Yankee Doodle joy. Yankee Doodle went to London just to ride a pony. I am a Yankee Doodle boy. You're a grand old flag, you're a high-flying flag, and forever in peace may you wave. You're the emblem of the land I love, the home of the free and the brave. Every heart beats true for the red, white, and blue, and with never a boast or brag. Yet should old acquaintance be forgot, keep your eye on the old grand flag. Keep your eye on the old